Audrey Hepburn was in her early 50s when she filmed Always, and no one dared to ask if she was tired. Coincidence? Absolutely not. The brutal truth? 5 microscopic mistakes are betraying you every single day. And while you are worrying about which lipstick to wear, those details are whispering exhausted to every person who crosses your path. Women spend fortunes on anti-aging creams, but completely ignore 5 saboteurs that take 30 seconds to fix. It is like renovating the entire house and leaving the front door broken. And the most ironic part? Most of the time, you are not even tired. You are just being mistranslated by your image. Women who appear radiant do not have more time, they have more technique. But there is one mistake in particular, number 4, that no woman realizes she is making. And when you correct it, your face literally lifts in 10 seconds. I will get to that. The question, "Are you all right? You look tired," is not about sleep. It never was. It is about 5 specific signals you are sending without the slightest awareness. And the most frustrating part? You are probably mastering 4 of them and stumbling on the 5th. Because you know how uncomfortable it is when someone says, "Wow, you look tired," on a day when you're feeling amazing. Here is what separates women who look vibrant from women who look like they are just surviving. Technical knowledge. Not magic. Not luck. Not genetics. Pure technique. If you are tired of looking exhausted when you're actually feeling powerful, sign up now. Turn on notifications because this information should come in a user manual but was conveniently left out. Leave a like. Elegance is built in community. And the first mistake is exactly where you look the least, but everyone else looks first. Mistake 1. The shine that ages you. Earrings that reflect light like disco balls. You think you are shining, but you are creating a cruel spotlight, and it highlights every line you wanted to hide. Catherine Deneuve was never seen wearing chandelier-sized Swarovski crystals. That happened because she understood a truth commercial jewelry brands will never tell you. Intense shine competes with your face for attention. And guess who always loses that battle? Your face. Always. You know when someone looks at you a second longer, trying to figure out what looks strange? This is often the reason. The problem is not wearing bold earrings. The problem is that rhinestones have sharp facets that create concentrated points of light. They work like a magnifying glass for imperfections. Mother of pearl, on the other hand, has a natural diffused iridescence. So while you think you are lighting up your face with those ultra-sparkly earrings, you are actually creating a 3-dimensional topographic map of all your accumulated fatigue. This is the mistake that makes people ask if you slept well. The solution takes 30 seconds. Metals with satin or hammered finishes diffuse light in a flattering way. Mirror-like finishes are unforgiving after 40. Pearls or brushed gold illuminate without excess, without turning your face into a battlefield between jewelry and skin. Less shadow on the face, more natural light. But this does not even compare to the devastating impact of the second mistake. This second one is the quickest to fix, but also the fastest to drag you down. Mistake 2. The palette that drains vitality. You bought that ice gray blouse because it looked sophisticated, but your face is calling for help. Cool colors near mature skin act like a vampire filter. They literally suck all life out of your face. Sophia Loren at 70 appeared in interviews wearing warm tones near her face. That happened because Italian women instinctively know a truth the fashion industry loves to hide. Ice gray, pale lilac, and glacial blue are not neutral. They are silent assassins of your appearance. If someone has ever said, "You look pale," even when you were feeling fine, it was probably because of the color you were wearing. The problem is cruel. Cool colors reflect gray and bluish tones back onto your skin. So those dark circles you tried to conceal, they come back with a vengeance. That pallor you tried to disguise, amplified. You literally paid money to look sick. But here is a 30-second fix. Do you love that glacial blue dress? Add a caramel or terracotta scarf near the neckline. The cool color stays away from your face. The warm tone does the magic. If gold looks better on you than silver, that already tells you everything. Warm tones are your natural allies. But here is the secret. Even if silver works for you, warm neutrals near the face always win after 40. Less visual weight, more instant glow. You are not tired. Your outfit is betraying you. And the third mistake? It is happening on top of your head right now. Mistake 3. The hair that screams exhaustion. You washed your hair, dried it perfectly. But that hair stuck to your scalp like it was painted on is screaming 3 sleepless nights to anyone who looks. Helen Mirren never appears in public with completely flat hair stuck to her head. That happened because she understood basic facial geometry. Flat hair flattens the face. But it also creates a cruel optical illusion. Your face literally looks pulled down by the emotional gravity of exhaustion. The problem is architectural. When there is no contrast between the top of your head and your face, everything becomes a straight descending line. Completely flat hair looks stuck to the life you are trying to appear like you are living. So, you might be well rested, glowing on the inside, but the lack of volume at the roots is telling a different story. A tragic story of existential burnout. The fix takes 30 seconds. 2 sprays of dry shampoo just at the roots, massage with your fingers in the opposite direction of growth. Or simply tilt your head, lift with your fingers. Add some texture at the ends with your hands. The contrast creates the illusion of instant vitality. More presence, less visual gravity. This detail is taking away 10 years of presence, not age. But now we get to the most treacherous mistake of all, the one I promised at the beginning. If you fix just one of the 5 mistakes, let it be this one. It lifts your face in seconds and changes how people perceive you that same day. Mistake 4, the invisible frame. You perfected the foundation, the blush, the lipstick, but your face looks like a painting with no frame, floating in a void with no structure, no definition. Faded eyebrows do that with cruel efficiency. Brooke Shields built her entire career on bold eyebrows. That happened because she knew something the minimalist beauty industry tries to hide. Eyebrows are facial architecture. Without defined brows, you have no expression. And without expression, you look apathetic, tired, like you have given up on life. This is the mistake that makes people ask if you are feeling sad. The problem is literal invisibility. Take a selfie without flash right now. If your eyebrows almost disappear in the photo, they are disappearing in real life too. Cameras do not lie about definition. So your eyes lose context, your face loses structure, and all that is left is a flat surface with no focal point. The fix takes 30 seconds. Brush your eyebrows upward with a spoolie. Apply clear gel to hold them up. If they are gray or very light, a pencil just 1 shade darker than your hair will add definition without looking fake. Too much contrast screams desperate makeup. More structure, more expression, more life. Your face just gained a frame, literally in 10 seconds. And now the last mistake, the most subtle and the most devastating of all. Mistake 5, the collar that hijacks your neck. You picked that high neck blouse because it covered everything, made you feel protected. But in reality, it created a visual guillotine that cuts your face off from the rest of your body. Very high or crew necklines are not elegant. They are gravitational traps. You think the high neckline protects you, but it is erasing you. Diane Keaton in her 70s is always seen with strategic necklines, never suffocated by collars. That happened because she understood visual physics. A collar that touches the chin pushes your face downward, literally. It creates a horizontal line that compresses, flattens, ages. The problem is cruel geometry. A crew neck removes the neck from the equation. So your face looks like it is sinking into your own body, pulled down by the weight of the age you are trying so hard to disguise. It is like framing a Renaissance painting with a 2-centimeter frame. You suffocate the artwork. But the fix is instant, a soft V-neck. It does not have to be deep, just enough to create a vertical descending line. This elongates, lifts, and rejuvenates in 30 seconds. Your neck exists again. Your face can breathe. Now you know the 5 saboteurs. But there is something I need to tell you before you leave. Here's what you just learned. Swap shiny earrings for matte ones, keep cool tones away from your face, lift your hair at the roots, brush your eyebrows upward, choose V-neck lines. 5 adjustments. 150 seconds total. And the difference between looking exhausted and looking radiant. The inconvenient truth? Most women will keep wearing those rhinestone earrings, that ice gray blouse, that flat hair, because change requires awareness. And awareness requires the courage to admit that maybe, just maybe, you are sabotaging your own appearance without knowing. But you are not most women. You are here. You watched until the end. So you are someone who chooses strategy over excuses. If this video gave you clarity you did not have before, subscribe now. Leave a like, because elegance is learned, not inherited. And comment, radiant, not tired, if you're going to apply at least 3 of these adjustments today. People do not comment when you look beautiful. They comment when you look tired. Today you flip the script.